All right, this should be fun though. Here we
Speaking
go.
of Victoria's Secret,
Yeah.
will I be able to see your Victoria's Secret later on today?
I haven't had it, and she kind of throwing it at me. It's like, nah, because I'm not gonna be that guy.
Why don't you call the girlfriends?
Oh, because the first thing they say is like, "Oh, you've always been too good for him. He ain't shit. He's a piece of shit. He's this."
Oh, you know one, guys.
Absolutely. I mean, I've actually gotten out on a hike with somebody and been like, wow, you don't do this. You're really out of shape.
First and foremost, welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys and we ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded the Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com and shoot me a message. Ash, how we doing?
Wonderful. And yourself?
Good. Appreciate you standing in for Coy since Coy had a little vacation day. Mm-hmm. You know, we still give those things out around here. So, all right. Question of the day, and it's going to be me and you because I feel like a lot of people like the one-on-one conversation between a man and a woman. And since you're like my bestie, we can go back and forth. And there's no like ill will or intention, and nobody's going to get mad.
Of course. I hope you would give it to me straight, even if you think I would get mad.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I guess our friend, yeah. I hope our friendship isn't on a thin thread.
Never.
A straw that is on a camel's back or whatnot. Okay, but let's get into it. And this is one of the things I was talking to my boy Albert about that I actually wanted to ask a girl about. And I figured I'd ask you, and then we'll go on. I got a list of shit, but my question to you is, and this is what I feel wholeheartedly about, because I think men need to, like, I don't even know why I'm fumbling my words because I'm trying to put it in a correct way so it doesn't sound like such like crazy.
Just say it.
But I feel like men should make sure when they're in a relationship that their woman knows I could leave not leave at any time, but let you know, like, I don't need this shit. I'm out.
Like the man lets them know that they don't need that shit.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of men. Like, and I'm not saying I'm tired of men. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But what I am saying is I feel like a relationship lasts longer and it's built on a better foundation when both parties know
there's a risk of losing one another. And there's not, because it's all about comfortability. Once you get comfortable, you think that you have it in the bag and you don't have to put that effort in. And that's when people are like, you're getting that attention here. You're getting things that you want. And then that's when they start exploring other options. And then it's like,
hey, this is and this is my thing, and this is what I said. And I was like, I wish guys would just realize, like, just tell her, like, look, hey, if you want to be here, don't be here.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why I say, like, guys that get pussy, like, they're in a different bracket because of the fact that I feel like that woman knows, like, okay, well, he can get pussy anywhere. Like, he's not here for that.
Yeah. Like, I've dated a guy that's like, I know you can get guys, you know I can get girls, but we choose to be here. And I'm like,
wrong way around.
Whatever, you know what I mean. I can get guys and he can get girls. But we want each other. And that's what we know is like, I know what you can get and you know what I can get.
Absolutely.
And it's just, we're about being in that moment. But then I feel like when people get comfortable, that's when shit hits the fan.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the best relationship you had is when you knew you could lose them? I guess not the best, but just in that type of relationship.
I mean, I always go in with that mentality.
Gotcha.
I'm like I never get comfortable because I also don't want you to get comfortable with me. Okay. Like, but I'm very vocal about what I want. Like, if there's a problem, I'm not just gonna like throw it at you, but I'm like,
hey, check this out.
Yeah, like, hey, we gotta fix this.
Do you think now? Once again, that's that talk that everybody hates. Like, I don't want to say everybody hates, but I feel like women bring up that talk around at the wrong time all the time.
I feel like a lot of people do bring it around, like, especially when they're in friend events and they're going through, or like they're around other people, especially like family and friends. It's like, you don't need to be bringing up your problems at that time. I mean, me personally, I'll give you a look and you're going to know, like, we're going to have a talk later. And then I'll go put my smile back on. We'll be good. But you're going to catch that look real quick that shit. Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't like people knowing my problems.
Okay.
Because also it's like if we're having problems, other people put their opinions in, they instigate, or like they give you different, they're just putting stuff in your head. It could just be a bad day. Or like if you guys really have a shit ton of problems and you're talking about it a lot and you break up and you decide to get back together.
Yeah.
And they have that thought of like, well, you were just saying this guy's a piece of shit or like all this stuff. Like, you don't need to know my own problems. If we broke up, hey, like it just didn't work out. And like,
but so then that goes back to me thinking like, what do you think like needs to happen before you guys have a sit down talk? Like, hey, we need to talk. My thing is like, my thing is like, I think before a talk, I think there needs to be 8 hours. I think you need to be rational about it. I think you need to eat. I think you need to masturbate or rub one out. I think you need to have a clear mind.
I think maybe for a man, because you don't want to go in and say something stupid.
I think for a woman too.
Yeah, but I feel like if a woman is like, if I'm mad and you did something to really piss me off, masturbating is not going to help me.
Okay, but what if you need? What if he did?
I've always eaten. Like I'm not going to come into an argument without having food because then that sucks for you.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying.
Get
like
rational
I feel like,
about it. But
I don't think everybody gets. I think things happen in the heat of the moment where it just turns bad.
I've had that. I mean,
too much liquor is involved.
Yeah.
Someone hasn't eaten for 8 hours. A shitty day at work can always, explode a situation.
I mean, as I've gotten older, I've learned about being like letting time go by. Like I could have been in a situation and I found something out right there and my heart's pounding. Like my blood's boiling, my blood pressure. I could feel my blood pressure and my heartbeat in my ears. Like I'm that mad.
Yeah.
We order food. I sit there. Yeah. I'm eating. I'm still pissed off.
Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, we go sleep next to each other. Yeah. Wake up the next morning. He acts like everything's fine. Like I don't know anything. And I'm sitting there still seething. And I'm like, okay, let's get through the day. Okay. And then like I'll, in my notes and my phone, like I'll write things out. Oh, so then like I'll reread it and I'll change it a few times because I come in at first guns blazing. And then I go back and like edit myself.
See, a blind dude in a drive-by, huh? You just shoot at anything.
I mean, he deserved he deserved the first note, but I try to be like, so it's an actual conversation.
Okay.
And not, attacking and then he just cowers down.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I'm just telling you, when you're mad, though, it's...
And that's the thing. I mean, like...
Just don't piss us off.
I mean, in that situation, does sex cure all?
Mm-mm. No, we still had great sex, and I was pissed still. Oh, I would just turn away, let the moment happen, and I'll lay there, and I was like, this motherfucker. I don't know, like, I'm not, like, if I'm fighting with you, I'm not the kind that can do makeup sex. Like, that does nothing for me.
Really?
Like, yeah, we could have great sex. Like, I would just do it because, like, I want something selfishly out of it, but I'll be mad. Like, it's more so you really need to, like, take ownership for your shit for me to get over it.
Is that another thing about women? Like that they want women, I mean, they want the man to take ownership of the situation at hand.
Yes. Like, don't make excuses or don't be like, yeah, but... No, take ownership for what you fucked up for, just as you would want us to.
Yeah, okay, but then
show your actions and change towards it. Don't just do the same shit. Like actions speak louder than words, but when actions and words align, that's when it's great. Okay,
but this is then this goes to the next question. Then, like, you want all that, but why when everything is good, you think something is wrong?
Because when you've been fucked up and hurt. When everything was literally actions and words aligned, and then shit just hit the fan all of a sudden, and it's like, it can get messy. It's happened once, and after that one time, it's jaded.
I know, and then now I feel like plenty of people walk into relationships with the monkey on their back.
Yeah, but see, like with mine, like I'm jaded, but I let them know like why I'm guarded, but I still give them the benefit of the doubt. But
do you really?
I do,
because I don't think no woman gives a man the benefit of the doubt. I'm
giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I think men walk into relationships guilty until proven innocent.
I mean,
man, let me see. Let me see if I can call a girl. Let me see. Yeah, I'll call a girl.
I'm just gonna start saying that now. You're guilty until proven innocent.
I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, with the last one, I'm
just saying, I feel like a lot of women
I can see that though. Like I've gone in thinking like you're just gonna fuck me up, or you're gonna fuck me over, you're gonna do this. But I still try to, like, now as I'm older, I try not to do the self-sabotaging. I just vent it to you and my close friends.
Fair.
And
That's
like
fair.
I just let them know, like, yeah, I'm like guarded, but if you're willing to show me, but once you give me a flag or a reason to like put my guard back up, that's on you.
Real quick, let me see if my sister is fair. Okay. Hey, real quick. Just want to tell you real quick. So, are you busy right now? Are you good?
No, I can talk.
Okay, cool. I'm here with Ash. Ash, say what's up, Nina.
Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, that's enough of that banter. All right, real talk. Nina, my question, there's two questions for you, too. And this is a good thing. There's two questions for you. Why when everything's going good, you think there's something has to be up?
Honestly.
Okay, you see that? You see that right there? You see that right there. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
You know what? I think it's because, unfortunately, there's a trend, like something's going to happen. And I mean, I'm part of this. I feel that I do have those feelings, and it's just because of old situations. Even though, like, you know, you work through the situation and all that, there's still a little bit of fear. I'm not even gonna lie, because I even have them now, and he has not, like.
Yeah, this man hasn't gave you shit, and yet you still stoking the fire. You still stoking the fire on a 90-degree day.
He doesn't know, because I just keep it to myself, because he's only showed me that, like, his word is his bond. Like, he is everything that he says that he's going to do, we do it. But it's, you know, it is hard in the beginning, because even though you work through any issues or situations that you've had in your past, it still lingers on in your mind. And you're just like, okay, well, you know what? At the end of the day, you know, we're going to, like, this is what we're supposed to do, because we're going to Foodie LA on Saturday. And I just noticed myself, like, reminding him every time, like, a lot. Because I'm like, that is not
damn it, I know I'm going to be there. Like, it's in the group calendar. Like I see it. I have the sticky that you.
But we can't help it.
Like, damn, I got the note that you put on the rear view mirror in the car. Yeah. Like, damn,
it just takes us some time. That's why we put it to you. We talk to you about our shit.
I can tell. All right. Yeah. I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you. I just wanted to get that.
What's the second question?
Oh, my bad. Second question. Yeah. Why are we always guilty? Why are men always guilty until proven innocent?
Because, what do you mean, why? Honestly, I don't necessarily think it's men. I think it's people. I like it. It's people in general. Because I mean, at the end of yourself, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm the same way with women, though, because...
I'm just saying, from a men's standpoint, we always go in
because you guys take everything personal, and you guys are all about yourselves. You got to open up your window. Hey, let's go outside, and it's the whole world.
No, you guys are innocent. You guys come into our lives. Dude.
No.
We treat y'all... Yeah.
I mean, I'm innocent, because I know what I bring to the table, but I don't trust other women.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust
when women come into a man's life, y'all are innocent until proven guilty.
Not all of them, just us.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's because of the situations that we've been in. Now, I mean, there's going to be a time where everyone...
A little stereotypical, don't you think? Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, fuck up. There's that. I mean, it's just going to happen. But with men, it's just well, you know, I'm going, and with women, you honestly, loyalty and trust is very far few and in between. So everyone has to prove themselves.
Let alone with friends and let alone a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you.
Like, I know I've had, even though he hasn't said I've had to prove myself, I do, because, you know, you do hear, you know, the past situation, and you don't want to be that example. Exactly. You want to be like, hey, this is what I'm about. This is what it is, you know, take it or leave it. And he's learned that now because he thought when I'm like, okay, well, when we go and travel, he thought it was a hypothetical question. I was like, there is no hypothetical question when it comes to me. And I literally was cracking up. Hypothetical? No, not
so
over here.
Speaking.
Yeah. And I said I would have said it, but when it comes to me, there's no hypothetical. It's like, this is what I want to do. This is what we're going to do. So let me know what works for you. That's it.
They're not used to a woman that knows what they want.
Yeah.
And they're like, See, but you guys also get a little finicky too with us. Because then it's like,
I don't get finicky until shit looks shifty. Okay.
I mean, there are some shifties out there.
Shifty?
Shit looks shifty. I'm saying,
what's shifty to you?
What's shifty?
Because what pushes you away? Or what makes you
pushes
kind of
me away,
or makes you raise an eyebrow?
Raise an eyebrow, interesting.
Yeah, how we would be like, all right, are you really going out with your boys? Kind of thing. What makes you think at that point?
Oh, what gets me to that level?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
What's shifty?
I don't think I'm usually out by then.
I know you are, but
I'm usually out by then, bro.
Let's get a little deep today.
Okay, let me think. I want
to know what's shifty to
you. What would be shifty is you randomly all of a sudden talking to a guy that you've never brought up as a friend.
Okay.
That would be shifty to me. If you've never brought that motherfucker up and now all of a sudden that's bestie.
Yeah, that'd be like if I was just like, hey, Chris never existed.
Yeah,
and
here's my best friend Chris. No, he is not. No, he was. No, he.
You didn't go hang out at his house.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, and I get that.
I get that.
Yeah, so that's how far I guess you would have to take it. You want to go on a girl trip, just out there, go.
And then you ran into a guy that happened to be a friend that's out there.
Oh yeah, now he's pouring liquor down your throat, and that's bad. And
I've actually known a couple girls like that. Oof.
Yeah, I mean that gets a little dicey. I'll tell you that gets a little dicey. But my thing
would
is,
you stay if it was dicey?
I mean, it depends on. My thing is, it just depends on how bad that situation really looked. You know, because I feel like it could look bad. It may not be bad, but in the same situation, it could be super where you're just like, wow, bro,
Okay.
She got liquor being poured down her throat. Now she's not answering her phone. Haven't heard from her for a day. Oof. She usually hit me up when she gets back to the hotel, so I know she's safe type of thing. I don't hear from her. Her home, next morning I still don't hear from her. I see she posts something on IG.
No, that's
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, no, that's a huge flag.
Yeah, I'm out. At that point, I'm out.
I'm not even giving you the look from across the room. I'm just out.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I had a dicey situation that happened like that to me.
What?
Yeah, I try to keep my business off air as much as possible because I know
people listen.
Yeah, I know people listen.
This is your business. So,
100%. But I'll give you this one. We had been dating for a minute, and it was cool. I was, I had a key. It was good. It was less than a year though. It kind of a little streamlined, a little quick.
I was like,
but yeah, streamlined a little quick. But it didn't last long either. It was under a year, and it didn't it was probably
You have a key though.
Yeah. So it was 90 Day Fiance.
Oh
so,
my!
I was in and out like that.
Damn.
So but it was along the lines of I went to go shoot and I hit her. We had a little argument and I was like, all right, let's cool off. I'll come back. We'll talk about it, yada, yada, yada. Cool, no problem. And I went out. I went to go work. All of a sudden, I was like, hey, check it, letting you know I got there, yada, yada, yada. No reply. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Bet. Hit her again after, I took a break from, the shooting. Hit her again, nothing. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. All of a sudden, she posts she at the Laker game.
Oh,
I was like,
and she didn't tell you those plans earlier.
Absolutely not. And hey, you know what? Let me explain to you on that too. Something could have came up where it was a last minute thing, yada yada yada. I'm not tripping at all. Because of the fact that I've had last minute situations happen all the time. And
yeah, but it takes you 2.5 seconds to text.
Exactly. And you texted her when you got there. She couldn't be like, hey, going to the game. So I'll see you when I get home.
True.
Right.
But it happened. And I wasn't even tripping on that either.
Of course you weren't.
And I finished shooting. I hit her up again. Nothing. I was like, all right, cool, bet.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
Bet.
And this wasn't a bad argument.
Nah.
Nothing to be like,
No, because
like
I knocked it down before I left. So it couldn't have been that bad.
Okay.
And when I'm saying that, it trust me when I tell you, it wasn't nothing like to that extent.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and mind you, me and her it was moving kind of fast because I was going to fly her somewhere that she's never been before. So, yeah, I'm just
Yep, light bulb.
So, anyway, she goes MIA for 48 hours.
Were we shooting that day?
No, someone else. I was like, there's no name dropping, but she went MIA for 48 hours.
And posted on social.
And was posting on social. And I was like, and so.
Oh, yeah.
Petty LaBelle.
At 48, I think it was like a Sunday by this time. Because I think I went on shot on Friday. She went to the game. Next day, didn't hear from her. Day after that, didn't hear from her. Sunday, like early morning. And no lie, I was in my feelings at that point. Like I was in my feelings like, Drake, like I was in my feelings, and I was like, I could have made my move already,
right?
Like, and you know what? I just sat back and I was like, you know what? All right, cool, bet. I hit her up. I was like, hey, don't worry about anything. I already got my shit. You could just throw away whatever's left over at your pad, and I wish you nothing but the best. If you ever need anything from me, hit me up. And, I wish you nothing but love, success, and life. And
that would just make me so mad. But I loved it.
Don't worry, because then I got a text message a minute later, like, give me 1 second. I'm just waking up. I'll call you.
Oh.
And she called, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but I'm out. And so yeah, that's like,
oof.
But I was cool with all that. My coolness, like the wick burned all the way. Like I finished the candle at 24 hours though.
I just love that girls think they can play a game with you when it's like, you'll just like, bye. I'm not playing nothing.
And you know what? I don't know why that is. All right, Nina, I'm gonna let you go because I know you're still at work. But hit me up after. I know you over here 12 minutes deep in this conversation.
Bye, boo.
Bye. She over here at work.
She's here listening, though. She was here for it.
She was here for it. She's 12 minutes deep in the conversation. But you know what? That's the thing I don't understand. Like, let me ask you this, and this is a good question. For a woman as yourself, why do you think women play that game? Like why would not even that game? Like I tell you from the tip off, like, look, shit get fishy, I'm out. Like I don't need an explanation. I don't need nothing. We can just be. I can draw that line in the cement, and I can etch it in stone, and you will not come across that line, and I'm totally fine with that.
Because I think they're used to being told something, but then they pushed the boundary and passed, and they know like what they can get away with, what they have gotten away with, until they actually meet a man that's strong in his decision and like, I'm not fucking around, I'm not playing games. But it's like how they would feel like, I'm not fucking around, I'm not going to play games. They think that they can do the same to you, and you're going to stay.
Bro, like,
but they don't, and then they're all butthurt. Like, why would you, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But it's like, if you have to play games at all, then it's not a healthy relationship. Yeah. There's too much toxicity and stuff that you need to work through, and not just girls, but guys in general. Like, if you feel like I told you before, when guys are like, well, they do the little white lie, or they kind of like go around it. It's because you guys got a problem about just like, you had the past and you had issues, and you bring it into the next one. Like, well, I'm like, have I ever freaked out? And you said, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with the guys. A couple of girls might be there, whatever. Like, but that's it. Like, or if they're gonna go do something, like, you don't need to just be like, hey, it's just a guy's night. And then I see from one of your boys on their story that there's chicks and all this stuff there. It's like, if you knew, just say, hey, like, this is what's going on. But I feel like it's just, they think they can play games. And it's a lot of people don't want to mess around, or I feel like a lot of people got comfortable and it's like, well, I can't do better, or they feel like they're the best you're going to get. I know a lot of people that have that mentality.
Sometimes I be looking, I'm like,
you can't be playing these games.
I was like, I always wonder because then they like, I don't know. And that's my thing. Like, I never know. Like, sometimes I'm like, nah, this is it. Like, I've asked so many questions on, and part of the questions I ask on IG is because these are situations I'm wondering about.
Oh yeah.
Just like the dinner question. If we having a good time and say, hey, let's get some dinner sometime. You think I want to hit?
Well, yeah,
I may be using you for bait. What are you talking about?
Why do you think I said, what do you want?
Yeah.
Because I trust no intentions. Either I'm using you, using me, or it could be good time.
Exactly.
But it depends on the person. If you just come out the gate like, hey, let's go get some dinner sometime.
And I'm pretty sure you could tell by emotion how they say it and stuff like that. So it was genuinely just a feeler question out there. But the craziest responses that I was getting, I was like, y'all, you got to be kidding me. Because of the fact, no lie, like, I be telling half the... See it.
Let's rewind that.
I in general, and I don't want to say I be telling half these women, in general, I like to go to dinner. I like to eat some fly shit. No shit. I like to eat some fly shit. I don't mind.
You just enjoy good company, good food, not anything else.
Yeah,
but not every guy's like that.
And
most guys in the like if you just went on my model Instagram, the amount of freaking things on there, none of them just want to have company and dinner. None of them. Yeah. Where it's like, there's maybe...
I think no guys this day. I feel like... I honestly feel like no guys this day and age can go out with a woman without expecting something. And it's crazy to me. Because the guys that and once again, this is a different situation. And I don't know why. Because the guys that I grew up with and I was around, and this is no slight to any situation, like... they can get pussy. Mm-hmm. Like we've all, but the thing is, we've all hung out with women. I've always had women around.
Even just like you grew up with women, let alone like.
I grew up with women.
But you guys were raised differently. You were taught how to treat women and how to respect women.
Yeah.
And you can get your butt beat.
Yeah.
But like everyone has their moments, but it's also, I feel like it's a different generation now. Like,
no, 100%. But I even think the guys my age, I'm like, bro, like, like, no offense, like, when we hang out, like, and I post you on my Instagram, it goes crazy.
Yeah. Who? Just in general.
Like when we went out to grab food. Yeah, it goes crazy, and I'm like, guys, let me explain something. Like, act like you've been here. Like, it's like I don't think men understand the value of having women around them just as women around them.
Exactly.
They will. And this is, and this, I should tailor this for another podcast, but women around you will keep your money up because of the fact that you have to have money to be around women. No offense. It is what it is. It's just one of those things. Two, if all your homegirls are going for a run or going for a jog or this, guess what you're doing? Going for a run, going for a jog. It's just like the level that you guys keep yourself at is a different level.
Yeah.
And, it's like, it's true. The 5 people you're around, you will most likely act like, be like, do whatever you're doing,
It's all about who you surround yourself with. And you can tell when you have a good crowd. That's why my circle's gotten so much smaller as I've gotten older. Like, my circle's basically a dot. Like, I have a handful of people that I really like to surround myself.
Dot?
Basically, because I don't like nobody. I just keep it so small because I only want. Like, I have a lot of friends, but a lot of them are still partying. A lot of them are doing. Yeah. They're not, financially responsible. They're not taking care of themselves, and I'm like, I don't want to be 30, or I'm 30 now, like 40 years old and still doing the same shit.
Yeah, you never want to be doing the same shit as last year. Yeah.
And I'm 100%. Like, I surround myself with you. Like, man, it's like everyone that's like my close friends, like, they're doing shit with themselves. Yeah. They want to better themselves. Like, we still like to have our fun.
But at the same time, when it's time to work, it's time
exactly.
to work.
Like, we can grind and put it down. And I feel like a lot of people, if I still hang out with my party friends, I'm just going to want to party. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Remember when I met Crazy in Newport, the one I'm still in Missouri for?
Yeah.
Like, when I was just hanging out with it, like them and their group of friends, all because they work a different life.
Yeah.
They're literally at the bars Monday through Sunday. Like, I can't be in Newport partying Monday through Sunday up till 4 a.m. every night. Like, I get up at work for 5:30. Like, I have shit to do.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be drinking all night.
Yeah.
And then that goes into the next day, and you might take one day off. Like, I can't do that.
No,
And you're 35 years old. I'm like, I can't even do this at 30.
Yeah, I got 9,000 things to do.
Yeah, like, I want to make that money so I could do this, but on a bigger scale on a vacation.
And I be telling people, like, what do they say? Being singles in your 30s is like being single in your 20s, but with money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like, I like it.
But it's the truth, because I be telling people, I'm like, Dad, I try to tell all these guys, like, dog, just work hard, stay low, stack your bread, like,
and there's excuses.
That way, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like I be telling guys, like, nah, bro, just take her to London. Well, I can't do that. Well, let me explain something to you. You could, if you weren't out every night drinking, if you weren't, trying to get the newest J's every week. If you let me
and it's all appearance. You'll spend on your appearance.
Yeah. Looking rich made you broke.
Exactly. Like the Newport guy, the owner came in and was like, "Hey, like, I want to promote you to this like high super like to the supervisor of all these chains." Yeah. He was like, "Honestly, I'd just rather be like a front desk girl," like joking, but like he's like, I just got out the Marines a couple years ago. I just kind of want to have fun. I'm like, dude, you've been out the Marines 4 years. Thank you very much. You're working part time. Yeah. And now you're upset. Because you'll literally have $5 at the end of the month, and then you get your money. The next month, you pay your bills, and I'm like, how do you live like this, and you're okay with that? But then you're like, I want to take a vacation. But you can't, because you can't even make it to the end of the month with less than $5 in your bank account.
Looking crazy.
That stresses me out. Like, how?
I don't know. And I try to tell people, I'm like, look, bro, like, the dopest thing you could do is look at a girl, it's like, hey, what are you doing today? She's like, nothing. And my cousin was talking about this, and he flew a girl a lot. Him and this girl went to San Francisco for lunch.
Oh, love it.
And I was like, he was like, he even told me, he was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it cost me $500, but that was something I've never done in my life, and it's a memory. And to be honest with you, that's a flex.
Yeah, and it's going to be something that sticks with her forever.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, that's going to give her, if they're not together, another level of man.
The bar set? Bar set. What do you mean?
You can't take me to freaking San Francisco for the day? Come on.
You can't take me to Frisco for lunch? Like, what are you talking about? That's a flex.
It is a huge flex.
Yeah, and I'm like, you think about it, it's like $500, and I always look at guys like, Dad, what was your bar tab this last month? Exactly. $1,000? You went out 10 nights this month, and each night was $100. That's $1,000. That's $1,000. Like, you could have went to Cancun. You could have done anything. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing. But
people got to get their shit together, but nothing's going to change them unless they want to.
Yeah. It is what it is, but I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
But that's what. But
get
that's
the new J's. It looks good on
Oh my God! And that's why I say. I think the guy that will let the girl go, the guy that can let the girl go, will have the longest time with that girl. Because for a woman feels, no offense, and I kind of think this. If a woman has the right, if she's secure, if she's confident, if she's secure and confident and it's funny, a lot of things go out the window because I feel like she can then, like, damn near, I feel like that a woman with those three characteristics can get any man she wants. I honestly, and not even to say women right now can't get any man they want, because I honestly feel like for you guys it's the pick of the litter. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know what kind of litter you're picking through. I'm just saying there's some clumpy litter. I'm just saying, I'm not saying what litter you're picking through. What I am saying is you got the pick of the litter.
You just get a higher quality, or you could get a better quality if you have different traits that you bring out.
Kind of like if you're a guy, you're not it's 5-on-5 basketball, and you're not team captain. You're waiting to be picked. Okay, but the idea is, if you're good enough, you could say, I'll just get next.
Yeah.
You know? And that is where the bar is set differently. If he'll wait for next, he must be that good.
He's confident.
He's confident. And that
confidence is huge in guys. Not cocky, though. Because a lot of guys mistake confidence for cockiness.
Yeah, if you're cocky, you might be a little more insecure.
I'm like, go on with your bad self. Bye.
Yeah. I think a lot of cocky guys are insecure. About something that you don't know until you have that deep dive in it.
Right. And then a lot of times they don't want to go into that deep dive.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why you guys don't want to have these conversations. You act like it's going to make you weak or something. Yeah. But it don't.
No, I don't know.
Most of the guys that even like some of my guy friends are like, I will pull it out of them. But it's like, well, I just feel like it makes me weak. Why? Because you can be vulnerable and talk through shit, and it actually makes you understand why why this is why you are, or the way you are. But when it comes to like relationships, they just have to act like they're, a stone wall, nothing's wrong, or like, I have problems, but I'm working through them. No, that's right. Like no.
All right. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open. But hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website. Ash, we are out.
Embarrassed me at dinner, and so I called the private driver, had him pick me up. I left him at the table, and then I walked into the hotel lobby. And
Saying that we're cool means we're okay, but you could still hit me up because I might give you my attention.
The sad thing is, the girl that has this body right here that you're like, oh, she's beautiful, like you're gonna leave me for her. I'm like, nah, I'll probably leave you for the girl at Starbucks that's actually cool and I have a conversation with.